We used to have mainly a live activities, and we needed to presential activities, and we needed to change that to digital, to the digital world. So we created. Used to have mainly. Perhaps I wasn't. My microphone wasn't open, so I will present myself again. My name is Fernando Daguano. I'm from Argentina, and I'm the founder from Alquimétricos. Alquimétricos is a community, an open community of educators, designers, communicators, and artists who want to share interactive, engaging, and affordable educational resources with the masses. We are focused on STEAM resources because we believe that that's what's the most important focus for the current century, the technology era we are living on. And during the past 7 years, we have been giving more than 150 workshops in 10 countries, in more than 50 cities, and we played and shared experiences with educational experiences with more than 11,000 kids, and we trained more than 1,000 teachers. So we are very proud of the community we are putting up, and you all are welcome to share experiences with us. I hope this is streaming okay. I apologize if there are some technical difficulties. Perhaps the first 5 minutes we didn't have much of a transmission at all or sound, but I think now we are okay. So during the past years we have been awarded with the MIT Media Lab Fellowship, Distributed Design Recognition, and many other prizes recognizing our work, because they seen us an actual solution to deal with this actual problem of the affordability of the of the STEAM educational resources for the most vulnerable classes. So the last thing we did, because of the pandemic lockdown and our restrictions, to make an actual approach to the classrooms, we created this website, which is lab.alquimetricos.cc. Now you can see it is in Portuguese, and we are translating it to Spanish. We will be launching the Spanish version next month, and we hope we can do the English translation in the following month, because everything is made in a collaborative way due to the contribution of many collaborators, members of our community, which I shall present soon. So what is Alquimétricos? Well, this is a very nice question, because it's not one thing, it's a collection of things, but mainly we make hubs, connectors, which are made out of simple tools and materials, perhaps recycled materials you already have at home, and with those connectors we link sticks, which may be chopsticks or the ones you use in lollipops, or brochettes, or cotton cotton clouds, cotton, sugar cotton, all that kind of sticks, of bamboo sticks, wooden sticks, plastic sticks are a good fit for our system. So our proposal is the do-it-yourself. You don't have to buy a kit to make it possible. We explain how we do that in a series of tutorials and guidelines, from making your templates and molds, and we start from the very beginning, explaining how you can construct the very basics of the system, so you can make your own basic tools, and you can share those tools with your friends, with your mates, with your students, with your family. We would like this system to go viral. We actually had lots of viralization experiences during our workshops and residencies, and we are very proud of what we do. Actually, this website you are looking at, the Alquimétricos lab, is kind of the result of almost 7 years of research, of field research and development, and we are always in beta. We are always adding content and tweaking and redesigning and appending. But what we have now in this lab catalog is a very wide list of projects you can use as a base to build a whole plethora of activities relating science, relating math, relating arts, and much more. You can play with architecture, engineering, electronics. It's a base over which you can build upon which you can build lots of projects and activities for your science or perhaps not science classes. We use web monetization. This website was funded by via the Grant for the Web initiative, with which we are very thankful, because it helped a lot to build the structure for what we do. If you don't know, web monetization is a system to help monetize open and creative websites, content creators who need to pay for the server and for the design and for everything. So we use this coil plugin as a subscription, automatic subscription method, and this helps us a lot to monetize and to make it sustainable. So if you are related to coil and want to jump into our site and contribute, you are free to do it. And if you want to know a bit more about who we are, we have a page there. There's also a web page in English, alquimetricos.com/index n. You will find our English website, which is quite a starting point to get into our community. And we are always open for new contributions. We are always looking for new teachers, for new designers, developers, translators, community managers that can help us to get these open resources to the masses. Each teacher we came across, it represents almost 100 or 200 children with which we can propose activities and perhaps change a bit their future. So this is our catalog. The spread of projects It has been growing a lot since we are just launching our beta version. We were using our alpha version until yesterday, and now we are using our beta version in which we almost doubled the amount of content, and we will double it again during the next 2 or 3 months. So we are very proud of what we are putting up here. You have very interesting projects to work with, and it is important to be completely clear that this is really open. You can access it, you can download it, you can share it, you can hack it, remix it, and use it for your own. This BNCC slot describes the connection with the K-12 Brazilian equivalent educational system, which is quite an upgrade we did with this last version, in which we linked all our projects with the corresponding coding of the Brazilian educational system. So you have step-by-step instructions, you have additional activities to go on learning at school, at home, and fun facts to know. And everything now has a very new cool feature in which you can contribute and share your experiences with the rest of the community. This became sort of a social media platform, in educational social media platform, in which you can download the project, do it yourself at home, and show the community how that went, and perhaps give new ideas to other teachers or parents or children, or ourselves too, of course, on how we can improve and solve these challenges. So I was telling, we had some prizes, some recognitions from international organizations like MIT, Red Bull Basement, Open Hardware Leaders, Creative Commons, Design European Institute, the UNESCO program. We are very proud of that too. This is our team, and present and former contributors, which I thank a lot for being part and making this possible. As I was telling, our program allows to share and remix contents with the community, and we are receiving always new contributions. If you want to be part of this community, we are completely open, and as we say, collaborative by design. Our basic architecture and platform is designing to share, and we are always receiving new contributions. So if you want to be in some way in touch or be part of our community, as I was saying, there's always room for you. This alquimétricos.com/collaborators call link will allow you to see a bit more about who we are looking for, what we are needing, and how you can contribute. So this is a cool experience I would like to share with you. We have in between 2020 and 2021, which is called Juguetoria. This is a hackathon or big workshop we have been part of, and was held in the Media Lab Prado in Madrid, and we participated remotely, and it was a very nice experience in which they put up a specific hackathon on rediscovering and redesigning traditional building block systems and made them open and public domain, like taking classic games, classic building systems, and understanding their materiality, their philosophy, the history of the building block systems gaming line. So a bunch of specialists and a bunch of fans who started who were part of this event had the opportunity to discover some of the part of the game of the building block system history and as was saying philosophy and building techniques. I had a very nice time discovering new and old building block systems, redesigning them and putting them in a way we can share it with other toys producers, teachers, parents, and more. This juguetoria.org site, I really recommend you to have a look at. I would like to thank to the Media Lab Prado and to Sara San Gregorio, who led this amazing project in which I had the opportunity to share a lot of thoughts and ideas and experiences with other toy creators and researchers. And this is a very good example of making non-ebook educational resources. They are STEAM resources, they are open, they are educational, and this is not an ebook. This is not what the mainstream calls an open educational resource. This is tangible. These are more like blueprints or instructions to make something else that will be an educational resource, but not the product. This is something more like we call ourselves a meta product, like and this is where we wanted to be in this where we wanted to arrive in this talk. This experience is relating the collective creation, not digital textbooks, but material objects that you will end up using, perhaps in a classroom, perhaps in a maker space, in a fab lab, in a cultural center, perhaps at home, but a lot of possibilities that are a bit away from the traditional academic ebook collective creation, and in particular this the kind of people that ended up being part of this workshop hackathon and collection and open toys collection. I think none of us are actual teachers. We are not formal teachers. We are not part of the traditional educational system. But here we are creating something that will be available for other people to use, to remix, to contribute, and that will make a huge impact in each child education, because it is fun, it is engaging, it is affordable, and it is a platform to build upon. So this is a kind of focus I'd like to put on our track, which is almost ending right now. The need to put a special attention on non-academic, non-English speaking, non-institutionalized, not always professional developers of educational resources, but they are wonderful educational resources, and they are not just reading materials. They are something else. They are something you can touch. They are something you can play with. There's something you can put in your pocket. You can keep. You can copy and share it with other people. Here we will find games related with architecture, but also like this. This is a game which I love, Formas y Letras, which is a creation that allows not only to learn how to read and write, but to make some kind of mix between the Western alphabet and the Arabic alphabet. This was created by a person who was raising a collective, but mainly led by a person who was raising her child in a bilingual environment with like Spanish as well as Arabic literacy. So it was a very interesting experience that is open, that is published in the Juguetoria website. That's our system too. Is part of many collections that were available. Juguetoria is something that it didn't happen just once. It happened 2 or 3 times in different places and with different people, and we all share some kind of materials, and we go on being part of that community. This other game I love to really recommend, Criaturas Infinitas, Infinite Creatures, which is something like swimming pool floating building block system, which I found really brilliant, and I really recommend you to get to know Criaturas Infinitas. So this is our presentation finishing. We would like to thank everybody to be here with us. Just wanted to share our work with you and this perspective in which we try to share with you the idea that not everything in the open educational resources universe is a textbook. Sometimes it is an object, sometimes it's audio, sometimes it's something else, and sometimes they are not in English, sometimes they are not made by academic people, sometimes they are not funded. So our call to the whole open educational community is to take into account these other non-central, non-mainstream resources, perhaps to pick from our kind of projects what you need, to share with us your experiences, your thoughts, your recommendations. We are amazed with the open educational resource movement growth and expansion in the last years, and how the pandemic went through all those challenges. And I really like to thank our sponsors and patrons who made possible our project to arrive at this point in which we can share this content and with this experience and our materials with the rest of the community. So thank you to the Alquimétricos community, thank you to our patrons and partners and alliances, and thank to you who are watching right now or in other moment. Thanks to Open Educational Week organizers for being for putting up this wonderful event in which we all can meet and share and keep the thing going. So goodbye, see you soon. Reach us at alquimetricos.com or lab.alquimetricos.cc to keep the fire burning. Thank you very much. Oh, so I will leave you with a small present. If you want to keep watching, this is one of our latest creations. I will leave it shut here playing.